Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Block 20.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, Linder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, 20. Hey, kill. Hey, seam six.
On second and 11 now. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory. A week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
And the Rams first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
Switch it. Come on.
This is Hines. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nyheim Hines, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
I got one. Check.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
45, Mike, 45.
To throw on second down. Rhodes going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, let's get there. Slam. Judge. What's the end? Kill.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We take a win, Tony. 25, check 25, check 25. Under 10, 10.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Five.
Check tight.
Lead grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rhodes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fights off the defender. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Hines. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Got it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You don't want it. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike 50. Mike 50. Cut.
Get it.
From the gun, Rhodes. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Fire.
Now it's Penny running right. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Watch the
Christian, Travis.
alert flare, flare, flare. Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Under crunch.
Shoot. They'll run with Penny. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Check 24, check 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Big grip.
Here's Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 30. So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go. You know it's in your head. You want to make up for it, and he did exactly that on that play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
No, check that. Go. Hey, watch the screen.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
We go set. 30 base. Hey, Haywood. Go.
On 1st down, Rhodes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Goff now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Get it.
2nd and 4. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the double. Hey, orbit.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. 3 down. Mike's 50. Hey, me and you won't get it.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Shot before break. Rhodes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
6-6. Pull it high.
So they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set 50, plant.
Who that? Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot.
Penny, a first down carry, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Rose under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Louis. Check 99. Check 99. Wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linder. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We go, 76. 76.
52's the mic, boy. 52. I'm coming.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And he is out of bounds here. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A terrific run there by Penny. 89 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bandit. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back and go full strength. Kill. Takes 3. 218, chop.
Now Rashad Penny. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 3.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Penny. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he cuts it right into space. The 30, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Rhodes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returning it is Moore. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
180.
Watch the slant.
Super 66.
52's the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 52.
We're good. We're good.
Goff on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run on first down. Linder, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I got you. I got you. Let's go.
Back to throw.
Tight down. There you go.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check the hot read.
They'll run with Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, Wahoo!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Come on.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Check the outs. Check the outs.
Five.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Gone. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They run with Hines. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.